Good morning, everybody. At Appleby, we are constantly doing something. Academics, extracurricular clubs, leadership positions, running around campus to find that teacher to sign your Duke of Ed papers. We are also expected to maintain our talents in areas such as sports, arts, and service, and still make time for the bathroom. Appleby is always pushing us to do better towards others and our community. However, I feel that we as Appleby students and faculty often get so overwhelmed, consumed, and cluttered with doing well by others, we tend to forget to do well by ourselves. I feel we sometimes forget that love and care doesn't have to come from others, but does and should come from ourselves. To me, love and care come from being comfortable with ourselves. Being able to be comfortable with myself is something I always strive for and try to work towards constantly. Growing up, I had such low self-esteem. People telling me to lose weight, eat less, how much better I'd look if I was thinner. So early on, I knew I was different from the other kids. I knew I wasn't a twig, like I knew my body type. Like if a cheerleading pyramid happened in the chapel right now, I know I'm the base. Like I'd get right down. I'm not like hoisting me up like a star night, you guys. I wanna fly. Like I know where I am. Being the heavier kid was hard. People would snicker. Old Navy wouldn't have my size in the kids section. And then sometimes you become the game. The who can lift Aidan up kind of game. I remember this one kid, he started to pick me up, and then he realized he was in over his head and I got planted back down. I don't know about you, but it's very hard to feel attractive or have high self-esteem when someone gets winded from trying to hoist you. Their legs are shaking, they have sweat on their forehead, they go pale in the face. So those memories have always stuck with me, and my weight is still an insecurity I deal with and try to overcome constantly. But I went on being like, okay, so being overweight's my thing. This is my insecurity. This will be the only problem I ever have in my entire life. Well, I thought wrong, because I realized I was also gay. And then I thought to myself, great, another thing that sets me apart from the crowd. I'm chubby and gay. And I didn't have that, I'm gay moment Hollywood says every gay person has. I just knew, like I always knew. It was never presented to me like Simba from The Lion King. It was just the circle of gay. So I tried to lay low and not draw attention to myself. Chubby and gay can be a very powerful combo for ridicule. But for those of you who know me, my flamboyant personality is anything but invisible. I just couldn't hide. I was scared. I was scared that being gay would make other people uncomfortable. I'd always tell myself, don't look at the boys too long. You might make them think you like them, or will hit on them, and they're gonna hate you. Until one day I woke up, and I like really woke up, and I was like, forget you and forget what you think. If my family doesn't care who I am, and I'm doing me, I don't care about your opinions. You do you, I do me. And if people weren't comfortable with that, they could build a bridge and get over it. And I will say this, for all of my LGBTQ plus friends out there, basically the whole alphabet, for those of you who think that we will like you because you are the same sex or gender as us, you must think you are real hot if you think that all of us will like you, point blank in the period. Because for me, in my own experiences, I didn't have that sad woo, woo, woo moment where people bullied or made fun of me for being gay. I actually had a great time and never once felt isolated or depressed for being who I am. In fact, when I decided to really live my life and let myself be comfortable in my own skin, that's when I really started to kill it. Because I feel that high school is a time to test out different things, a time to find out the little bits and pieces of ourselves. However, I will say this, you can't do it if you're fake or trying to be a duplicate of someone else. If you're worrying about what others will think of you, if you wear that shirt you like, say your opinion during Harkness, like that boy or girl everyone thinks is a loser, or in my case, if you're wearing too much glitter in the house of God, you are standing in the way of your happiness. And if you think about it, like if you really, really think about it, we as human beings get so caught up in our own inner dialogue, we often forget we think people care more than they actually do. I can't solve my own problems. How can I lie awake at night trying to solve yours? Because if you're not striving to be an individual, you are striving to be disposable. If you and the people next to you can all do the same thing, why do I want to hire you for that job? Why do I want to be your friend? What sets you apart? My point is, be yourself, because you are failing at being someone else. Find things that will help you learn more about you. I learned that surrounding yourself with the right people not only builds a more positive outlook on life, but a positive outlook on yourself. I think we're groomed to not like people who are confident and comfortable with themselves because they trigger our own insecurities. I am not alone when I say, you know when you wake up in the morning and you do your hair just right, or all the hours at the gym is starting to work out, or you're just slaying in general? You feel hot, but all it takes is that one side eye and we're crushed. We are so quick to reassure those who are like, I'm so ugly, I'm not smart. But we're even quicker to tear someone down once they're like, I look good today. And we're all like, you're too cocky, you're so full of yourself, you need to go home. We need people like that. We need people who believe in themselves despite what others think or say in order to help build each other up. Confident people who are kind, grounded, and self-reflective without the dose of arrogancy so commonly found among us. Finding people like that is so important because not everyone is your best friend. I don't care how popular you think you are or how big your squad is, not everyone is your best friend. Would you tell anyone your deepest, darkest secret? No. Would you let just anyone finish the last chip in the bowl? No. Think of the people in your life and ask yourself, would I cry in front of you and tell you the most troubling situation in my life? Would I call you in the middle of a situation when I need help? Are you my ride or die? Because I feel a true friend is someone who won't always commit the crime with you, but will always let you climb on their back to hop over that fence. And if you can't think of one person in your life like this, you need new friends. You need new friends. Because the world needs you to shine your light as brightly and authentically as possible. Because let's face it, some of you here will go on to do great things, glamorous things, fabulous things, things beyond our own imagination. And others, you will just be evil. That's just the odds. But the only way you can make a difference is by being you, owning you, sharing your gifts and talents with the world, because people will always remember the way you made them feel. In the words of Maya Washington, do you, be you, stay true, be shameless. Now will you please rise and sing hymn 460?